you've been here all day, so let's start right from the beginning. The under-23s played a very good Gillingham side. What did you make of that?
I thought it was a really good test for the young players. I mean, they had a mixture of their sort of second-year 18s, first-year 18s, couple of under-16s, and we had similar. Some of our obviously sort of mixed under-23 group. But I thought the first period, I thought Gillingham were sort of in control. Second period, 30 minutes, I thought we took control of the game and got our goal, and it was really good in that middle period. And then I thought the sort of third period towards the end, Gillingham's fitness levels told. We also sort of moved one or two things around in terms of different personnel and stuff. But overall, I thought it was a really good learning day for that group. And obviously, again, it just shows when if you look at some of our players in the first team, when we're talking about players coming through, if you look at the likes of James Taylor and Danny Leonard, that were at that sort of level, at the likes of Gillingham and Palace, Zach Aiden at Charlton at that sort of age. So it just shows the young players at the club where they need to be and what they need to be doing to try and get into even obviously first team football at step 4. So it was really good. Like I say, great learning day. I had a good chat with Brownie and Sean afterwards about it, and they're definitely on the same page as myself in terms of the development of the players. So no, really good, and obviously it led into a good afternoon. So it's been a long day, but a bit of a good one.
Was it good to see so many people here for under-23s game?
Yeah, really good. Again, look, great attendance for the under-23s. People are starting to see that obviously there's an importance to coming in and supporting the young players that hopefully are going to be part of the senior section of the club and end up in the first team. And it's important for the young players to see that obviously they're important and what their importance is at the club. So yeah, really good. Like I say, hopefully people have gone away from that game and stayed and watched the second game, but certainly gone away from that game looking at some of our young players coming through as part of the club and seeing what the future holds in terms of local players.
We've worked really hard this week to try and get the numbers up on our average gate attendance, and today we had a really good crowd, so you must be pleased.
Yeah, obviously it was part of the remit from obviously Ernie and Tony. For part of the remit for me coming here was to try and engage with the youth section and engage with the community, and obviously galvanise that and then grow the crowds, because obviously it all dovetails in, so we get bigger crowds. You've obviously then got more money coming in the gate, which means you can spend more money on players, which gives you a better team, which obviously then hopes that grows the crowds and go up the levels. So that was part of it, and obviously today I think it's probably, barring the FA Cup, a Saturday match day is probably our biggest crowd for the season in a league game. I think there was one league game prior to the Walsall game on a Tuesday night where there was 750 or 760 or so. But yeah, it's really good, but it's good to see so much engagement. There's loads and loads of stuff. We've got the autograph posters that the kids are still upstairs in the bar now, still getting the players to sign it and coming and engaging with the group, and the players are still at the bar doing so. So it's really important for the growth of the club off the pitch.
And then obviously the half-time penalty shootout was quite a success as well. Yeah,
again, look, we had some youth team players take part in that, and then look, they're getting their names called out in front of the crowd at half-time. We've got the mascot, we've got Tyler jumped in goal as well. So again, it just gives that a different little sort of atmosphere to what's going on at half-time, and certainly young players' experience of being here and giving them a level of aspiration of wanting to get into the first team. So yeah, really, really, really good.
I mean, we'll try and catch up with Ernie and Jeff during the week, but what was your take on the result today?
Yeah, I just felt that there wasn't a lot of chances in the game. I felt that they took their sort of scruffy chance and we missed our scruffy chances. But if you look at both goalkeepers, they haven't really had too much to do. Their keepers made a decent save from Frankie. Our keepers made one or two sort of routine saves, but there wasn't a great deal in it in terms of chances. I thought Merstham came with a game plan and set up fairly well and quite resolute, difficult to break down, difficult to play against, which obviously coupled with that. And we haven't really found a way to sort of break that down, and obviously that would be disappointing for Ernie and for Jeff to not leave here with at least something, particularly with obviously it coming in towards the end of the season. So difficult game, but they're obviously in some decent form. They've gone away at Ramsgate at 1-2-0. They obviously drew with Ashford last week and they've come here and won 1-0. So fair play to them, but certainly I would suggest that Ernie and Jeff will be looking at improving in sort of front areas of the pitch and some stuff to work on, because ultimately we're probably not scoring enough goals at the moment, which is something that we need to look at and something that we've been speaking to the players about over the last couple of weeks. But yeah, look, it's one game. You've lost 1-0 narrowly to a scruffy goal, and you move on now. The players will be back in. You've got another clean week on the training ground for Jeff and Ernie to get to work, and obviously they'll go into the next Saturday and Tuesday with, like I say, look, you've got a good group, got a decent signing in DJ coming in on loan from Ramsgate, and I thought that the goalkeeper did well on his debut at 18 on loan from Colchester. So disappointing day in terms of result. Was it a poor performance? Probably not. No, you have to give credit to the opposition, but I'm sure that Jeff and Ernie will have their opinions and get to work on Tuesday night.
I mean, we both know how good DJ is, and it's a very good signing. For the supporters who might not be aware of him, what type of defender is he, and what does he bring to the club?
So yeah, I mean, look, he's an experienced defender. He's 28 years old. He's obviously come in from the team that's in and around the top of the table, but he's played at England non-league C team. He's been at Bromley. He's played, I think he might have been in a squad at Wembley. He's obviously played in the Ryman Prem last year at Herne Bay. Been at Margate. Been at Dartford, I believe. But yeah, look, he's a top player, experienced, still at a decent age, and obviously Kent based. So it's a good move for him personally to make sure that he's playing, and obviously hopefully we can benefit from his experience as well.
You and Ernie still looking at other targets?
Yeah, I still think that like I say, Ernie's still got his eye on one or two areas of the pitch. We've kind of obviously bridged one gap with DJ coming in, which then's freed Connor up and obviously Bessie as well to get them in their more natural positions, which is good, so it gives a little bit more strength in depth, but probably still looking at one other area of the pitch where hopefully we've got 1 or 2 7-day notices on players that hopefully we can do something in the early stage of this week to try and get them in for a full week's training, and I think hopefully that can then make a little bit of a difference and certainly add some more goals to the team.
So looking into Monday, the under-23s have got a big game against Faversham, but we've also got Azza's Academy, which is a continued success. Is that something that on the back of that you're going to look to do more nights or days, or even summer camps, etc.?
Yeah, so I think we'll launch the Easter holiday programme. There'll be some more information on that this week, which is going to be again sort of on the back of the success of Azza's stuff on a Monday night. I believe that Azza's looking at extending that to a further night so that we can get more children, because there's so much uptake on it, and then start looking at the levels in different of the kids, etc. And we're doing loads of work behind the scenes on the youth section as well, so that we can start moving some of those kids into teams that don't currently have teams and obviously clubs. So yeah, so there's loads of stuff going on from that side. I think Monday night will be a good test for the boys against Faversham. So again, it'll be another night of having a look at where we are. We've had some good fixtures with a friendly fixture last week. They've played Maystone's 23 since I've been here. They've played obviously Gillingham's 18s today, and then they're going again obviously against one of the big Kent clubs in Faversham on Monday. So again, it's quite a lot of games for the young players here, but loads for us to see. I've done loads of learning myself about the players and the club, and it will give us a real good sort of footing to be able to move it all forward come the summer. So when Ernie and Tony sit down with me in a few weeks' time and look at what we found out about it and where we've moved it forward already and where we go to, there's loads of work being done, and certainly loads of work to continue doing.
Brilliant, thanks Matt.